CEO of DeKalb County, Georgia. I'm honored and privileged to be here with you this morning for what I think is an amazing and impactful announcement that we will make. Before I move forward with this announcement, I want to take this opportunity to thank once again the 750,000 citizens and residents of DeKalb County. I want to thank you for your love, your commitment, your investment in our beautiful county. I want to thank you for your support, and on behalf of our governing authority, our presiding officer and commissioners who you will hear from shortly, I want to thank you for your prayers and your encouragement. We are facing an unprecedented challenge. There is pain, there's suffering, there's death in our county, across this state, across this nation. But I'm convinced this morning, beyond all reasonable doubt, that united and together, we will continue to face this challenge, but more importantly, we will overcome this and the challenges ahead. So thank you. And I especially want to say thank you to our faith leaders, Christian and Jew, Muslim, Hindu, true believers, agnostic, and even atheists, all leaders, all people of goodwill. Thank you for keeping us in your prayers. And I especially want to thank Dr. William Watley, who called and offered a word of prayer just yesterday morning. And Pastor Simmons from Antioch sent a text. And Dr. Berry, who continues to pray, and Reverend Dr. Flippin, who sends the words of encouragement early every morning. Thank you for being there. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for believing. And thank you for keeping the faith. And now I would like to introduce, to help us announce this important, this innovative partnership between the DeKalb County Government, the DeKalb County School District, and Georgia Piedmont Technical College. An amazing moment in local governments. President Holster, Superintendent Tyson, DeKalb Governing Authority, WorkSource DeKalb under the able and outstanding leadership of Ms. Teresa Austin Gibbons, have come together to do something unique and extremely important for our most powerful and important citizens. Young people represent 20% of our population, but they are 100% of our future. Together, we will create 850 plus employment and career development opportunities for our young people. Together, we will provide them with life skills, training. Together, we will provide academic enrichment. Together, we will provide support and inspiration. And together, we will provide good paying jobs, $9 an hour for these 850 outstanding young citizens. So now I would like to introduce our presiding officer, and who is doing a phenomenal job leading our Board of Commissioners. I say it and I say it and I say it. CEO job has little influence or authority without the support of the majority of our Board of Commissioners. And we've had an outstanding board under outstanding leadership, and this day would not have been possible without their support, their appropriation of dollars, and specifically with Presiding Officer Bradshaw, who appropriated an additional $60,000 to support our summer employment program. So I would like to introduce to you an outstanding public servant, Presiding Officer, Commissioner Steve Bradshaw.
Thank you so much, Mr. CEO, for the kind words. And good morning, everyone. This morning, I'm honored to be here with CEO Thurmond and the leadership from our school system, Superintendent Tyson, and from Georgia Piedmont Technical College, Dr. Holston, to join in this announcement. Our youth are very important to all of us, and this historic partnership underscores that point. I've been supportive of the CEO's Summer Youth Employment Program since its inception, as have my colleagues on this great DeKalb County Board of Commissioners with our votes to fund this program. Also, as previously mentioned, my office this past December made an additional allocation of a little over $60,000 out of District 4 reserve funds to fund additional slots for this program. And as it's been said before, I believe in putting my money where my mouth is. This transformation into the DeKalb Virtual Career Academy is an excellent step as we adjust to meet the times in which we live. And I'm so pleased that so many of our youth will be benefiting from this initiative as we move forward. Thanks again for this great partnership. Thank you for affording me the opportunity to participate in this announcement today. Thank you to my colleagues on this Board of Commissioners who are here in support. And I yield back to CEO Michael Thurmond.
Encouragement. And now I would like to refer and toss the mic, if I will, and ask Commissioner Mereda Davis Johnson, a longtime public servant and supporter of providing opportunities, particularly economic opportunities, to all of the youth of DeKalb County, Georgia. Commissioner Mereda Davis Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. CEO, and good morning, everyone. I'm so proud of the forward-thinking work that we are doing right here in DeKalb County. To our CEO, Mr. Michael Thurmond, our DeKalb Superintendent, Ms. Ramona Tyson, my dear friend and the president of Georgia Piedmont Technical College, Dr. Travis Holston, and our esteemed director of WorkSource DeKalb, Ms. Teresa Alston Gibbons, I say thank you for always putting DeKalb first. On behalf of all of the individuals ages 14 to 24 who will be employed this summer because of this partnership, I say thank you all. In the midst of a pandemic, we have doubled the amount of youth who will work this summer. They have an opportunity to earn while they learn, and they can also earn credits in professional industries, preparing them to take on promising careers in the future. The only thing that I can say is DeKalb is on the cutting edge, and DeKalb is leading the way. To everyone out there, I say in times like these, we need to come together to lift one another up. And if you need an example of what that looks like, just look at this collaborative effort and the families that will be able to have a little less burden on them. This is what coming together looks like. This is what DeKalb looks like, putting people first. As we go forward, we can be reassured that our future is in good hands under the leadership of my friend and CEO, Michael Thurmond. Thank you.
For your friendship, your leadership, and your commitment and dedication to our county. Now I would like to introduce Commissioner Larry Johnson, who is an outstanding, preeminent community leader, public servant in DeKalb County, Georgia. But he's currently serving as the second vice president of the National Association of County Officers. And in a little over a year, he will ascend to the office of president of the National Association of County Officers. More than 4,000 local elected officials. He will represent us as one of the most influential elected officials and county leaders in America. And so, Commissioner Johnson, please.
Good evening, good afternoon, morning, wherever you may be when you hear this. I'm just so proud as we move forward. One thing about what COVID has done, it brings out the best assets in DeKalb. One of our best assets is collaboration. We see with our school superintendent, with our DeKalb College, Piedmont College, and our CEO, this is an opportunity for us to be the best that we can be. School is your first job. Our CEO and the Board of Commissioners recognize that. I'm here to show my support for that. As we move forward as a county, as a community, these type of initiatives will bode well because our young people at the school year cut short, their proms, their graduations. This is a great down payment on making sure that our youth are left whole. And I applaud you, CEO. I applaud the collaborative partnership that we have. Let's continue to move forward. We will not let COVID stop us from continue to be the great county that we are. So thank you. God bless you, DeKalb. Let's stay safe.
Thank you, commissioners. And I want to once again thank the Board of Commissioners as well as those commissioners who are not here. Commissioner Cochran-Johnson, Commissioner Mereda, Commissioner Gannon, and Commissioner Jester for serving as a part of our governing authority and for your ongoing commitment and support to representing DeKalb County. But this would not be possible today, though, without the partnership between the DeKalb County School District and Georgia Piedmont Technical College. This is eminently possible because DeKalb County schools are being led by a phenomenal educator, a lady that I know personally, who I work with, and who, in a day-by-day basis, has shown that she loves children. She's a great educator and an inspiring leader. And when we reached out to her and her wonderful staff at the DeKalb County School District, they never hesitated. There was never any doubt that we could come together, we could work together, share resources, and create this wonderful opportunity for our children. So in introducing Ms. Ramona Tyson, the superintendent of the DeKalb County Schools, I want to thank you on behalf of all the parents and students of DeKalb County. You came at a critical moment in the history of our county and the history of the DeKalb County School District. You have silenced and you eased troubled waters. You stepped into the gap, and we appreciate you and we celebrate you and your service. Superintendent Tyson.
And thank you, Mr. Thurmond. Good morning. I'd like to take this opportunity to let you know that the DeKalb County School District is beyond excited to join this collaboration with DeKalb Government, Georgia Piedmont, and the DeKalb County WorkSource partnership. When Mr. Thurmond made that first call to me, without hesitation, I said, count us in. Even before I could hear the elements of the program, I said, count us in. Anytime we have an opportunity to serve our youth, our scholars, our students, and provide them with academic enrichment and an opportunity to learn, I'm all in. And I want you to know the goals that DeKalb County School District, in its collaboration with you all, is to ensure that we provide academic enrichment and career readiness training. The beauty of this program is that we will be able to continue the bridge of using digital learning while at the same time being able to provide our students with enrichment in reading, writing, and mathematics. And as you all know, we have been charting through some very unprecedented times this spring with our students. And we know that digital learning has its advantages, but it also has its disadvantages. And this program is going to give our students an opportunity of remediation, enrichment, and recovery through the main elements of reading, writing, and mathematics. We also have that career pathway component, and they will have the opportunity to select from 5 different courses, including information technology and support, introduction to digital technology, programming, games, and apps, introduction to business technology, and introduction to healthcare science. We are so excited to join you all. And one of the most wonderful parts about this as well, our high school students will be able to walk away with 2 credits towards graduation. So not only are they learning, Not only are they being able to have an enrichment opportunity, but this counts towards graduation. And so it's a full 360-degree component for them, and we're excited to be able to provide that. So as we move forward, we want you to know that our staff, and I would be remiss if I did not thank Ms. Stacy Stepney, our Chief Academic Officer, and Ms. Therese Gibbons behind the curtain in all the planning meetings. They have been the heartbeat of the planning for the academic side, and I want to commend them for their work. And I also want you to know that we will be providing GED instruction for our out-of-school youth as well as counseling to our youth and parents. So again, thank you, Mr. CEO, for the opportunity. It's always good to be able to collaborate and work with you again. And thank you to Ms. Gibbons and Dr. Holston with Georgia Piedmont.
Excited to be back among our public school district educators and leaders. It's wonderful, wonderful people. And now this young man who I am so proud of him. I've known him for many years, and I was just excited when he was first selected by the commissioner of DTAE to become the president of Piedmont Technical College. He's an outstanding leader in technical education, and people all across the state just give rave reviews about him, his work, his integrity, and his commitment to career development and technical education. And I would like to ask Dr. Holston if he would like to share some words, because Superintendent Tyson mentioned something about 150 of the 850 young people who will be serving as interns are out of school youth. These are youth who not yet completed their graduation requirements. And we did not want to create a program that was not inclusive. But this particular component is available to us because directly of the involvement of Piedmont Technical College, Dr. Holston, Dr. McBride, and his staff. So Dr. Holston, Mr. President, if you will, share with us your thoughts and your vision as it relates to how we are coming together and the great things that we're on the verge of accomplishing.
Thank you so much, CEO Thurmond. First of all, I just want to say thank you for calling me young man. I don't feel quite that way. On some days, crisis tends to make us think differently. But what I often try to remind people is when others see crisis, leaders see opportunity. And I believe that this whole partnership is an opportunity for us to come together as a community of leaders, as a community in DeKalb County, to make a difference in the lives of those who we serve, to make sure that our citizens are being placed in a position where they're successful. And what the college is about, Georgia Piedmont Technical College is about, we're about workforce development. So we want to see every citizen be placed in a working, good paying skill job. That's what we're after. In fact, I was once challenged that every help wanted sign in DeKalb County is my responsibility to make sure that there's someone to fill that job. And we take that very that charge very passionately, very seriously. So wherever people may be, whether they are out of school and they haven't finished high school, whether they need to upskill their current skills to make sure that their skills are relevant for the current market of what's being demanded, or if they want to continue on in a certificate, diploma, or degree, that's what we're here for. And we get really excited about that. We're excited to partner with our school system, of course, to provide that seamless education for students so that when they leave high school, when they graduate, they can continue and they can have a path and a hope and a future for their lives, so they can provide for their families and do all the things that they've been called to do and they enjoy doing. And I just want to reiterate that Georgia Piedmont Technical College is DeKalb County's technical college. And that's why we're here in this collaboration and this partnership to make sure that those, specifically in this initiative, that those out of school youth, they have a way to be tested, to see where they are, and to help them regain those credits so that they can get their high school equivalency. And we do that at no cost. That's our part of this. We offer this at no charge to the students or to the families, because because this work is so important to our community and the success of our community. And, as I've said, we're responsible for every citizen being placed in a position where they can be successful, where they can be employed, and that can make our economy much stronger. So I just want to also say that, our hope is that when these students, these out of school youth, also the other 700 folks complete their studies and get their skills, we want to be a resource to our community to make sure that our doors are open and we can provide high middle skill training for those folks who want to get a good job. And I can tell you, I can almost guarantee you that, everyone who goes through our doors, we have a 99% job placement rate. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are saying, we need employment. They've been affected by this coronavirus. But the things that we're teaching at Georgia Piedmont Technical College are skills for today. And so when these people emerge from this pandemic, we want to make sure that they are equipped, they're prepared, they're marketable, and they can be successful. So I just want to say thank you to the DeKalb County administration, the Board of Commissioners. I want to say thank you to Dr. Tyson and all of the host of educators that she represents. I want to say thank you to Teresa Austin-Gibbons for WorkSource DeKalb and everyone involved in this. This is such a great opportunity for DeKalb County residents and for our community at large. So thank you for this opportunity. And thanks again, CEO Thurmond. We look forward to seeing great things come of this.
And we are so proud of your leadership and your commitment to our county. As the president just mentioned, this is not just an innovative strategy. On yesterday, Commissioner Larry Johnson sent me an article. It's a national article, and the focus of the article was that jurisdictions all over America are canceling their summer jobs program. What we were able to do, simply because we decided to work together, is not cancel our summer employment program, but actually increase the number of children who will be served this summer and young people in DeKalb County. Think about it. When others are canceling, Commissioner, we actually create an opportunity to double the number of young job seekers and youth in our county who can be served. I'd like to introduce the lady now to give us a brief overview of the details of the initiative. Is Ms. Teresa Austin-Gibbons. She is the person who has provided the vision, the leadership, the technical assistance with her team and consultants to bring this idea to fruition. Ms. Gibbons, I've known for many years. She served at the Georgia Department of Labor. She was the North Metro Career Center manager here in DeKalb County during the Great Recession. I know her work. Prior to that, she was a Career Center manager in Thomasville, Georgia. She was an executive leader with the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C., an outstanding workforce development professional. And we were just fortunate to be able to recruit her to come home to Georgia, to DeKalb. She's righted the ship at WorkSource. She's brought the vision, transparency, and accountability, and she'll be leading this effort. So, Ms. Teresa Austin-Gibbons, give us an overview of how our DeKalb Virtual Career Academy will operate.
Thank you very much, CEO Thurmond, again, for your leadership, as well as the Board of Commissioners and your support in this effort. I would also be remiss if I did not mention the coordination and collaboration with the school system, Superintendent Tyson, Dr. Holston at Georgia Piedmont. It is very exciting every summer to have 400 youth running around DeKalb County to put them in employment so they can learn job skills. But this year we know it's something a little different because they're not what they're used to be, as everyone's saying, this is our new normal. So we had to shift and pivot really quickly. When I talked to Superintendent Tyson, there was no question. She was busy on something else. And she said, yes, we're going to do this. And here's the persons or people that you need to talk with on my team. And so what happened is the superintendent had her team. The WorkSource DeKalb team, my staff did an awesome job collaborating as a hashtag that we've put out in DeKalb County under the CEO's leadership, DeKalb Together. This is truly DeKalb Together, also with the Technical College. The teams got together from the program side all the way down to IT and communications, because this was, again, about togetherness and working together. The overview of our academy is going to be a three-pronged approach, as Superintendent Tyson has mentioned: academic enrichment, life skills, as well as career development. Because it's very important, number one, that youth get the academic enrichment side before going on to any job. Because as you know, working in employment or working at your job, in your career, you have to ensure that you just have the basic mathematical, reading, science. You have to have all those skills to understand when you go into the workplace, how you deal with individuals, with our soft skills. So under our academic enrichment, there is going to be visual learning, as Superintendent Tyson has mentioned, and that we will be utilizing their platform, the Verge, which is their curriculum platform for their learning management system environment. Everything is going to be online, so we will not have youth in DeKalb County in locations at work sites. They will be able to do this from the comforts of their homes. With that, we'll also have life skills enrichment. With that, we'll have financial literacy, business ethics and culture, generations in a workplace, just talking about social and professional ethics. And we'll also have motivational speakers. So we'll have individuals come in from employers, the entertainment industry, to come in and just give a motivational vitamin to our students in the mornings before they get started, because that's always key. You always want to give inspiration and some motivation to these youth before they start to help them get along the way throughout the day. This will be 20 hours a week, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday for these individuals. Ages 14 to 24, if I did not mention that, are going to be the youth that we are going to be impacting. So not just youth that are attached to the school system, we're looking at kids that are out of school, and there will also potentially be some individuals that are in post-secondary that will come in and get the career development piece of learning about the high demand occupations with business technology, game design, web design, and the healthcare design. All those three components together is what I believe is the capsule of what one of my favorite singers said, used to sing, Whitney Houston, what about our children? The children are our future. And I believe with this three-prong approach, utilizing it in DeKalb County for our career academy, that we are going to be successful, not only in this environment, but as we move forward, because it's important that we look at our kids and the careers that are out there and how the industry is going to change. Because as we know now, we are sheltered in place. We are working remotely and not going into brick and mortar buildings every day. So we have to look forward as to what careers are going to be changing and how they will change as we move forward. And so that's the capsule of what we've done. And again, I thank you, CEO, for the support, as well as the Board of Commissioners, Superintendent Tyson, and Dr. Holston. And more, especially CEO, I would be remiss if I would not just tell you that my team has been working on this day and night, as well as Superintendent Tyson and Dr. Holston's team. They have worked well into the night. I'm up at 1, 2, 3 o'clock, and they're responding, which is not shocking to me because they're a great team.
For transforming dreams into realities, and we'll be doing this the entire summer. One of the underreported impacts of the COVID-19 crisis, of course, it's a health crisis, but it's an economic crisis, is that younger workers, less experienced workers, will bear the brunt of the economic turmoil that's taking place all across our nation. What we are going to see as this continues to unfold is that adults will be competing and actually filling jobs typically held by younger workers, particularly in the summer. So this is critically important that we create these employment and career development opportunities. Director Lumpkin said something on a call last week. This is also a delinquency and crime prevention strategy as well. You know that when our children are not occupied, sometimes they find themselves in activities that leads to problems with law enforcement or even the juvenile system. So it's also an anti-delinquency strategy as well. So I'll stop now. Think about it. Some 850 young people earning $9 an hour, academic enrichment, career development, life skills training in the midst of one of the most extraordinary crises that this nation has ever faced. And it was all possible because leaders at our school district, at our technical college, and here in DeKalb County, transcended the bureaucratic barriers, elevated ourselves beyond meaningless petty politics, and focused only on what's right and what's best for our citizens and our children. Dr. Holston, in his quote in the day's press release, said something. That once we unite and come together, we are literally unstoppable. So thank you so much for the people who've spoken. Thank you to those who have been working in the background. I know working with Ms. Austin Gibbons, Ms. Linda Johnson, and J.R. Henderson, and all the teams that you don't see that make it possible for us to stand here and make this announcement today. Thank you so much, and be safe.